Your brain was never designed for constant clarity. It was built for survival, which is why when things feel uncertain, it doesn't relax, it spirals. Overthinking isn't just a bad habit. It's a coping mechanism. Your mind isn't trying to hurt you, it's trying to protect you. From failure, from embarrassment, from anything that feels unpredictable. So it replays conversations. It analyzes decisions to death. It makes up worst-case scenarios just so it feels like it has control. But the truth is, overthinking gives you the illusion of control while robbing you of actual power. Because thinking isn't the enemy. Inaction is. Psychologists call it analysis paralysis. The more choices, the more thoughts. The more your brain shuts down. Overthinkers live in a loop. They want the perfect answer. So they wait. Waiting feels like safety, but it breeds regret. Because while you're stuck analyzing, life moves on without you. Neuroscience shows that when you're in a state of chronic overthinking, your brain increases activity in the default mode network, the same network linked to anxiety, depression, and low self-worth. And the worst part? The more you overthink, the better your brain gets at doing it. It becomes automatic, unconscious, a loop that feels impossible to break. But you can break it, not by thinking less, but by acting more. Every small action you take interrupts the loop. Every decision you make, even if it's imperfect, tells your brain, I'm in control. I'm not afraid. That's how you reclaim your power. If you're constantly trapped in your thoughts, you're not weak, you're exhausted. You've carried a brain in overdrive for too long. Always planning, always doubting, always worrying about outcomes that never happen. It's time to release it. You don't need the perfect plan. You need movement. You need boundaries. You need to remind your mind that peace is not the same thing as certainty. You'll never think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into it. So if your thoughts are loud, get louder with your actions. And if your fear is paralyzing, move anyway. Because the longer you stay in your head, the more life you miss out on. You don't need a new thought. You need a new pattern. So how do you break the cycle? You don't fight your thoughts. You replace them with action, tiny, deliberate action. This is the pattern shift. Catch the spiral. When your thoughts start to loop, pause. Name it. I'm spiraling. Ground yourself, look around. Find one thing you see, hear, and feel. Reconnect to the present, not the future in your head. Ask a simple question. What's the next best move I can actually control? Act on it immediately, even if it's just writing it down, sending the email, or walking outside. Action ends the spiral. Repeat tomorrow, not perfectly, but consistently. Overthinking dies in the face of momentum. Overthinking thrives in stillness, but clarity is built in motion. So make that move. Not later, now, even if it's small, especially if it's small. Because every time you act, you're retraining your brain to trust you again. That's how new patterns are born. That's how overthinkers become doers. You don't have to live inside your head forever. You just have to take the first step out